I've been waking up slow with the weight in my chest, like the sun forgot how to shine in the west. And I smile when they ask, say I'm doing just fine, but there's thunder rolling quiet in the back of my mind. Some days are light, and some days I fake, and some days I break for my own damn sake. Well, the thing is, I'm trying, even when the voice in my head keeps lying. It's a war just to get out of bed, but I breathe in deep and I face it instead. No, I'm not alright, but I'm fighting to be. Well, the thing is, I'm still me. I got friends who don't call, and I don't blame them. Hard to hold space when your world's gone vacant. And I wish I could tell you what's missing inside, but it's foggy in here, even with open eyes. I wear my silence like armor, I know, but there's hope in the cracks where the light starts to show. Well, the thing is, I'm healing, even when I don't trust what I'm feeling. Every scar is a line in my song, every stumble's a sign. I've been walking this long, and I don't have the map, but I've got my feet. Well, the thing is, I'm still me. I won't lie and say it's easy, but I won't hide the storm inside. If you're walking through the darkness, take my hand, we'll walk side by side. Well, the thing is, we're learning, and the fire in our hearts keeps burning. Even when the night feels too long, the strength in the fact we go on. So if you're not okay, let this song set you free. 'Cause the thing is, you're still you, and that's still enough for me.
Hello, everybody. How you doing? Vermont Cheddar, how you doing? Full of heart, how you doing? Glitter is forever. How you doing? Vibrant, how you doing? So, Willow, how you doing? So tonight's live is called Being Honest with Yourself, which I can say a lot of us are not honest with ourselves. And it's not because we choose not to be, or, or are we afraid to be, or it could be many things. So we're going to go over it, being honest with yourself. So every live I do, I come up with an idea, and then I search it and see if it fits what I want to talk about. And 90% of the time it does. So being honest with yourself means acknowledging your thoughts, feelings, and behaviors, even when they're uncomfortable or contradict what you might want to believe or project to others. Which is very important. Like we talked about yesterday, looking in the mirror. Using the past as a strength. Being honest with yourself, it ties into that. It's about facing your strengths and weaknesses, accepting your flaws, and being true to your core values. Here's a more detailed look at what it means. Self-awareness, recognizing your emotions, motivations, and how you react in different situations. Acknowledging your flaws, being honest about your weakness, mistakes, and areas where you need to improve. Living authentically, aligning your actions with your true self, rather than trying to be someone you're not. It's crazy is, believe it or not, when we when you're younger, you do things to fit in, right? Put a one in chat if you would do things to fit in, to be in the in crowd, to feel accepted. In high school, middle school, put a one in chat if you did things to fit in, to feel accepted. I did too. And it's common in life. A lot of us do things that is not normal just to fit in. So, and then we get older and realize why? Why did we do that? You know, we're I asked myself that a dozen times. Why did I do half the things I did when it's not me? What's up, Mark? How you doing? So, which is important to understand that being honest with yourself and being true to yourself is all that matters. If they accept you for who you are, that's what's real. But if you got to be something you're not, then those people ain't meant for you. Accepting your limitations, understanding what you're capable of and what you're not, and working within those boundaries. And like I said, being vulnerable, I didn't say vulnerable, but letting go of the need to always appear perfect and allowing yourself to be seen as you truly are. Just be you, you know, just be you. Just be you. Why is it important? Personal growth. Self-honesty is crucial for self-improvement and making positive changes in your life. Stronger relationships. When you're honest with yourself, you're more likely to be honest with others, leading to more genuine and fulfilling relationships. Increase self-esteem. Accepting yourself, flaws and all, can boost your self-confidence and self-worth. Greater clarity. Self-honesty helps you understand your own desires, needs, and goals, and making it easier to make informed decisions. Reduce inner conflict. Suppressed emotions and dishonesty can create internal turmoil. Being honest with yourself can help you process and release these emotions. How to cultivate self-honesty. Practice self-reflection. Take time to examine your thoughts and feelings and try to understand why you reacted the way you do. Seek feedback. Ask trusted friends or family members for honest feedback on your behavior and how you come across. Be mindful of your actions. Pay attention to your behavior and try to identify patterns or areas which may not be acting in alignment with your values. Challenge your assumptions, because a lot of us assume things, right? A lot of us assume things. Don't be afraid to question your beliefs and assumptions, and be open to possibility that you might be wrong. Start small. Begin with small, manageable truths and gradually work your way up to more challenging ones. Be kind to yourself. Self-honesty can be difficult, so be patient and compassionate with yourself as you learn to be more honest with yourself. So basically, love yourself. And there's a person that I like. I'm a huge fan of. Is have you ever heard of Tony Robbins? So I'm a fan of Tony Robbins. And as I was doing research about being honest with yourself, I came across Tony Robbins. And I want to share a couple of paragraphs. He says why being honest with yourself is essential. And I'm going to drop the link in chat after I'm done. It's possible to live a whole life without realizing that you aren't being honest with yourself. That's because most people aren't in touch with their emotions. And if you know me, I'm gonna take a break from this article, this paragraph. If you know me, I always talk about being in touch with your emotions. Just because you're in touch with your emotions doesn't make you weak. It doesn't make you soft. It makes you human. So he continues to say, if you want to live life to the fullest, don't be one of those people. Once you master your emotions, find your purpose, and begin to live your vision, you'll discover a conviction and fearlessness you could have never imagined. The most passionate relationships are those between two people who are completely honest with themselves and with each other. The most fulfilling careers happen when we are in touch with what we really want out of life. When you learn to be honest with yourself, you gain self-esteem, compassion, and unshakable belief in yourself. So basically, love yourself. There's nothing wrong with looking in the mirror and having conversation and say, today we're going to accomplish this. Today we're going to do this. I need to work on that too. Will be, how you doing? Three sides, how you doing? So it's just very important to be in touch with yourself. Be connected to your emotions. Be honest with yourself. So, but I want to share this link. Okay. And after this live, if you want to go read it, go check it out. Okay, Vermont. Next time you look in the mirror, ask yourself, are you proud? Ask yourself that question. So, I called her before my live stream will be. She was she was at a campground. She had to do a live stream. So I did talk to her. Yes, will be. I heard. That's wild. We'll see what happens. So, but it will be. If you want to grab Regina's link, you can drop it in chat. Now I'm gonna drop the link, and if you want to come up on panel, you can. So, growing up, that's right. Three sides. That is right. I'm going to read that comment. She said, none of us really want to talk about loving ourselves. It's hard. It's hard for many of us. We are, yes. So it is hard. It is hard. What's going on? I haven't seen you in a while. What have you been up to? Sandra, what have you been up to? I haven't talked to you in a while either. You been doing all right? Actually, no, it's not natural to be a narcissist. No, it's not natural to be narcissistic. Nope. Nope. It's not natural. Narcissists don't think there's anything wrong with them. They think they're perfect. Well, saying I can survive is one thing, but to be narcissist is different. What's up, Will B?
What's up? Hold on here. Let me. Yeah, you brought me up. Yeah, I didn't mean to derail anything a while ago, but go ahead. Keep.
Oh, you're good.
Yeah, you were talking about measuring yourself a while ago. Only when you accurately measure where you are can you down the road through whatever hard work you do, whether it be therapy or whatever. And it's not measurements, but only then can you know where you're at and see your growth. And sometimes people don't, they're not honest with themselves and they don't measure up themselves well enough. But sometimes there are people who, what I call, they use an unrealistic yardstick when they're measuring their, what's going on in their life, and they're never satisfied. So it kind of swings both ways.
That's why you got to be honest with yourself.
Exactly. But you know what I'm saying? Have you ever seen people, though, that are the opposite? They never let themselves have a win. They're just continually pushing. That I was that way in golf. That was my fault. I was too hard on myself. I didn't enjoy the victories that I had for fear. I just kept, pushing, putting a yardstick on myself that, it was hard to live up to.
Yes, there used to be a saying, don't sweat the small things. And 99% are small things. Yes.
Yeah, we used to have a thing is put the pressure on the preparation. In other words, you got an event coming up or something in your life. Do what you can do between, to get ready, to prepare. And then when you get there, you've done the work. It's going to go how it's going to go. And the pressure is off of you. You've done all the work beforehand to make it successful, whatever you're talking about. And then there's no pressure. It just unfolds. But a lot of people do it opposite. They get so nervous and they so tense and so much pressure on themselves right at the point when they're doing something. And that's not when the pressure should be. The pressure should be the weeks prior or whatever it took to prepare to get to that point.
So a lot of us put pressure on ourselves. Yes, you're right. You're so true. And when you put too much pressure on yourself, you mistakenly, I don't think you do it intentionally, but you mistakenly fail at what you're doing because you put too much pressure on yourself.
Yeah, you self-sabotage is what you end up doing.
Yes.
You defeat yourself, and so a lot of times we just have to get out of our way when we prepare a lot to let it happen, and it'll happen.
Talking about, here's what Tony Robbins says about you self-sabotage, because it's in this article that I'm reading.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah. So you just mentioned that, which is interesting because I was going to bring up self-sabotage. Do you say you want one thing, but then do something that's completely opposite? Many of us sabotage ourselves because we are actually afraid of success. Our limiting beliefs tell us that we may lose respect, friendship, or more if we gain success. Being honest with yourself means uncovering those beliefs, even if they're painful.
Let me turn this fan off, Eddie. I don't know if y'all can hear it or not.
I couldn't hear it.
I didn't know. I'm just on low, but I just spilled something. I had to mop the floor and I wanted to dry it real quick. But yeah,
So
I dealt with it. Go ahead.
So I have self-sabotaged myself many times in life.
Yeah.
And didn't learn from it until I got older. You know, so what's up, Mr. P? How you doing? But
Mark Klein in the chat saying he's playing golf tomorrow. Just so you know, I played college golf at Wake Forest, Mark, and played professionally for a while. And a lot of things I relate to that Eddie talks about goes back to I dealt with addiction when I played golf, because the behaviors, I mean, the effort I put into it was addictive. It was ridiculous. I never took a day off. Never, ever. Preparing to get where I wanted to go. And that's not good. I don't care what you're trying to do.
welcome to The Thing Is Three Sides. So, you know, a lot of us, we talk about things, right? And a lot of us don't lead by example. You know what I'm saying? You know, that's why I do this channel, okay? Because I learn about myself as I go forward. You know, I talk about things that I've never talked about. Being honest with yourself. I've never talked about that. You know, have I ever looked in the mirror and had a conversation with myself? No. Have I ever done self-reflection? I've tried, and I feel horrible when I do it. And I need to do it more so I can correct it, fix the flaws I have within myself. You know, because no one can accept you except you. It's not anybody's job to accept you. You got to accept yourself. If people accept you, they accept you because they respect you. You know, you got to be who you are. Just be you. You know, and people will come into your life because you are who you are. If that made any sense.
Yeah.
It made a lot of sense to me.
Yeah. Eddie, I've worked with some of the best sports psychologists on earth, literally, the ones you read about in magazines, what have you. One of the biggest things that I had to learn was to visualization and everything. And I'm relating it to golf because that's how I can relate it back. And I don't play any longer, but you have to see the results you want before you get it. And the days I could clearly see the shots before I hit them, it was uncanny how the shots were so exact how I envisioned them. Just like an artist paints a picture, or Picasso does something, or a Da Vinci. They don't think about how to hold the brush and how to get that. They see the picture in their head and they put it on paper. And it's just like life. If you see yourself achieving something and truly see yourself in that position, as you work towards it, you have far better chance of getting that than not. A lot of people say they want the success, but they actually fear it, like you said a while ago. And they when it comes right down to it, they get that point. They just not so sure that it's another whole other story.
Yep.
Do I want to be the guy?
Shift happens. Yes. You want to be the guy. Yes.
Or the girl.
Shift happens. How you doing, my forever ever? So, I want to reply to a comment that Mr. P left in chat. he said, what I don't understand, Eddie, is you're running a mental health channel, yet you've never done self-reflection. So see, I'm not a therapist or anything. I'm not a medical professional, right? And that's in the description below, and I'll explain why. So I do this channel not only to help people, but also to help myself. You know, I do this channel to learn about myself, but also help people learn about themselves.
And you learn from the strangest places and the strangest stories. You ever realize that? I mean, sometimes,
Yes.
I mean, just something clicks in your head, something just from the craziest places, and it all makes sense sometimes.
I might have done self-reflection and not realized it, because there's things you do in life you don't realize you do, you know, because you don't think about doing it because it becomes part of your norm, you know. So, but
yeah.
So how when you were growing up, Wilby,
Yeah.
were you a leader or a follower?
I was a leader.
I was a follower.
I mean, I growing up in sports, I was the best player on the team in every sport I played. I'm not bragging. I mean, I was just athletic. Everything I touched, I could play. And when I saw a golf tournament, a PGA event, when I was 12 years old, we were playing All-Stars in baseball. And I played I played sport after sport. And I saw that. It just clicked in my head. And I said, bam, this is what I'm doing. And then about 6 months to a year later, they played the NCAA national championships in our area. Wake Forest hosted out the course, and I went and watched that. I was about 14 then. I said, "This is what I'm doing," and I did. That's what I did. So I stopped all the other sports. I literally played in the summertime. I played from dark 30 to dark 30 every day. When I would get home as a 14, 15-year-old, and it's just not normal for most 14 or 15-year-olds. I thought the sooner I could shower, eat, and go to bed, the sooner I would be getting up to do it all over again. I didn't have an alarm clock. My eyes popped open, buddy, at 6:30 and 7 o'clock in the morning. I was out the door and gone. But it was addictive too. I look back and addiction later on in life kind of grabbed me. This is when I kind of got out of golf. The same addictive behavior of, doing that, which was, I should have took days off and kind of, relaxed here and there, but the same addictive type of behavior kind of played its way into that. But that's just, I saw what I wanted to do, and that's what there was no stopping me. So I had to be selfish in a lot of ways, but
yeah, you do.
But
I used to be really good at Frisbee. I'm reading chat.
Yeah.
I played disc golf.
I saw Vermont Cheddar said that he plays at a course where they have caddies. I was a head professional, of course, in Chattanooga, Tennessee. We had a caddy program, and we had caddies. And long story short, one of our best caddies ended up caddying for David Duval during his 3-year run to number 1 in the world. And he caddied for him his entire career. Little kid out of the mountains in Tennessee made it all the way to the PGA Tour and made a gazillion bucks just as a caddy.
You good, H. Davis? You can turn the camera off.
What's going on, everybody?
Hey, H. Davis.
Hey, Wilby.
H. Davis, how you doing?
I'm good. I'm great. How are you?
All right, just checking.
Oh.
So,
I bet you visualize your what you desire, your outcomes at events. Do you not?
I do.
I mean, that's you find that people that succeed in athletics or things that are measured, they see themselves on the podium. They see themselves being mentioned in the newspaper. They see themselves on TV. I mean, they do. It don't happen by accident.
You're right. And it's funny, Wilby, you're saying that, because everyone goes to the podium. Whether
Yeah.
they win first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, to eighth, everyone goes.
Yeah. That's right. You're all winners, but you have a little bit of addition to that. You see that little gold looking thing wrapped around your neck.
Yeah.
And yeah, I'm sure I've told you this before. There's no telling how many kids that see you that go home and tell their mom and dad, I can do that.
18,000 athletes. It's 18,000 athletes in Special Olympics across the
Yeah.
world.
But a lot of kids have seen you and and maybe doubted before that what they could or could not do or question.
Hmm.
And they see you doing it. I can do that.
Yeah. I told myself I'm not running track anymore.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's like wants to focus on basketball.
Hey,
It's not that. I found the new sport that I'm.
What sport is that?
Pickleball.
I was getting ready to say that. I swear to God, I was going to say that. I said pickleball. I was going to say it and I didn't, but that's cool. That's the fastest growing sport I think there is right now.
Yeah, I love it.
Pickleball.
That's cool.
I learned a long time ago not to swear to God. I learned that.
You've never seen pickleball, Eddie?
No.
It's like it's a cross between ping pong, tennis. You explain that, Shave. She played. That may not be a good description.
It's like tennis. It's
Yeah.
funny, yeah. It's a fun
But the
game.
ball's not as active and it's slower and it's kind of like more ping pongish. It's between the two. You have to see it, but it's neat.
Matter of fact, I seen the picture.
Yeah.
I have a picture of me playing.
I've never seen it live, like in person playing. I've seen it on TV, but the upside to all of it is older people or people with less quickness and what have you can play it because it's not as quite a strain on moving. You just have to see it to understand it. In other words, Eddie, you and I could play.
Everybody can.
Exactly, but
Yeah. I think I got a tournament August the 16th.
Now, are you playing singles, I guess, or you play double? How does it work?
You can play double and you can play single. It's like
just like tennis.
They got the net part called the kitchen, but you got to serve far back. It's just like tennis. And it goes up to 11. But at the end, I don't know if they shaking hands with the paddle at tennis. But at pickleball, they shaking hands.
Okay, so that's like a tradition, I guess, in pickleball is an act of sportsmanship, I guess, and that's good. That's golf has a lot of those things in it. It's good.
Just call me Hen. How you doing?
Hello, everyone.
Sorry,
you good?
So, I used to play. I was a two-sport athlete, football and basketball.
Mm-hmm.
And then my knee got destroyed in football, so I stayed with basketball. And then my ankle got destroyed in basketball, so I could play neither sport.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm out here, wishing.
Yeah.
So, oh yeah. So everybody, 3 Sides is how do I say it? My secretary.
Cool.
So we got some big things we're working on. Got new merchandise. The Viking logos that you see me using, she designed. It's her creation.
I saw that.
Okay. We're working on new merch. She's going to be designing the site and the merchandise.
Wow.
That store will be up and running August 9th. That'll be my 2-year anniversary of this channel.
Wow.
Yeah.
August 9th.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
I heard you talking about going to have a secretary, and that's good because I tell you, if you're going to run a good channel and you want to grow, you cannot do it by yourself.
You're right.
I mean, you can take it so far. Don't get me wrong, but to really do it and have all the things in place, it takes a team.
And what I'm going to be doing soon is after my wrist heals,
Mm-hmm.
I'm actually going to be getting back into the gym, like legitimately. Like I got the gear, you know. I'm getting the you know the mix the drinks, the supplement drinks,
Mm-hmm.
and I reached out to a company for a sponsorship,
Mm-hmm.
and they replied back. So I'm going to be sponsored by a workout company once I
Wow.
start going.
That's awesome.
So I'm going to
Congratulations.
be doing you know, pre-recorded videos from and I'm going to be doing pre-recorded videos from the gym.
Wow.
You know, working out and tied with mental health.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's important.
Right.
They definitely go
Say,
together.
Roby?
They definitely go together. I mean,
You are. I'll be right back.
I know when I was younger and training and staying in shape and working on my game, but also working on, you know, doing all kind of things to be better fit. It makes for a cleaner, sharper, more focused mind and emotional balance. Because when you work out hard, you expend so much energy. You don't have time to go home and start, you know, just contemplate and worry yourself to death about everything for the most part. And it gets rid of a lot of that endless thinking energy that we can have sometimes where you just bounce around in your head too much. If that makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd make you run faster, Mark. Oh, yes. Mark Klein said I was a running back, and he would make me run faster. I'm thinking, oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I loved, you know what's crazy about football, right? You got football players that like to hit, you know, like the linemen. Quarterbacks don't like being hit. Wide receivers, safeties, they don't like being hit. They like to tackle, but running backs don't like being hit. I love it both. I love getting hit, and I love being and love hitting. You know, like when I played tight end, I'd be running. I'd be aiming for the collision. What's up, DC? How you doing? All right, Sandra. Take care. Thank you for coming in. Enjoy dinner. I had ribs. I had ribs. I had mashed potatoes and green beans for dinner.
I just had some fresh strawberries and I dipped them in a little bit of chocolate though. They were good.
So I have a sweet tooth and I have no sweets.
I try to eat. I try to get fruit every time I go to the grocery store. I like fruit. And it's if you're gonna eat something sweet.
Oh, okay, Sandra. I see what you said. She said the only time I run is to dinner. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, I used to be the same way. I'm too fat now to run to dinner. I'll fall over.
You can't stop yourself now because you got that wrist. You can't reach out and like use it as a brake. You know, put it out and stop. What did that guy say? He said, yeah, you need to work out more. He said, I'll tell you what kind of exercise you need to do. He said, you need to do pushbacks. He said, what? pushbacks. He said you can push your ass back from that table a little more.
So three sides. I know which logo you're talking about with the line going across it. It's there. It's the one that has mental health advocate underneath. So I'm going to pull everybody down real quick, okay? And then I'll pull you guys right back up.
That's fine.
Okay, so three sides. It's the one that has mental health advocate underneath. That's the one that has the line going across the center of it.
I like your logo.
I love it.
Yeah.
I mean, it looks like the Eddie the Viking Destroyer.
No, it's a different logo. Just call me Hen. It's a different logo. It's a different one.
Sorry, y'all. I'm doing 3 things at once.
Okay, I see the one in the top right with the like the armor shield underneath the guy's face.
So, who's going to dinner?
Now it's in my closet.
Man, you need to put some WD-40 in them hinges.
Yeah.
Oh.
That door's got character. Leave it alone.
Sorry about that. I thought I was on mute.
No.
Well, now I can't sneak into H. Davis's room anymore.
Yeah. If he leaves any cookies out, you can't stick in there and get a couple.
No. That's the only reason why I go to people's houses anymore is for the sweet.
I'm actually in my room. Doing laundry, and I gotta move on.
I'm reading for Vermont Cheddar's thing about caddies. I mean, he's talking about caddy. I'll tell you a story about caddies if you know anything about golf. I went to Scotland one time. And when I got there, the people that paved my way to go over there, they arranged for a guy named Tip Anderson to be my caddy. If you know anything about the history of golf, Tip Anderson is the greatest, most famous caddy in all of Scotland. He caddied for Arnold Palmer every time he won the British Open over there. So every course I'd go play while I was over there, about 10 days, when Tip Anderson would show up, it was like everybody in the club's like, oh, who's he caddying for? Oh, who's he caddying for? Must be somebody important, you know, because this guy just didn't get up and go caddy for anybody. But you read, there's articles in Golf Magazine, Golf World throughout the years. But his name was Tip Anderson. He was good.
T. Anderson.
Tip Anderson.
Okay.
But I'm sure he's probably passed now.
Mm-hmm.
But when Palmer first went to play the British Open, you know, they didn't take their caddies from the U.S. because it cost a lot to fly over there. They'd just get a caddy when they got there. And that's who he got the first time he went. He won. I think he won the second time he played in it.
Wow.
And from then on, when he would show up, he'd usually go like a week or two before the British Open, and they'd play. I think they played the Scottish Open and one other tournament for him, just kind of warming up. But Tip Anderson would be there with him through the whole thing.
Wow.
All the other caddies in Scotland look up. He was the guy. He was a good caddy too. I mean, he was everything they said he was, and then some.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I get all the time. I get all the time. People tell me I can't speak in front of 3,000 people. I'm like, you can.
Yeah, it's easy. Nothing to it.
So, Mark, I don't know nothing about golf. I can't swing a club to save my life. I even tried playing putt golf and never could hit the ball accurately. So, but yeah, I ran track back in the day. I ran the 100 and 200. So,
wow.
Huh?
You're a big guy to be running 100, 200. Which means you were pretty quick. You wouldn't have run the 100, 200. But a guy your size running at you and with good speed, I'd hate to be on the other end of that.
Yeah, I ran just under 11 in the 100.
That
Wow.
Eddie, for your size, that's incredible. I mean, incredible.
I was a
Had you
twig,
kept your knees, you could have been an NFL
bro.
lineman.
I was a twig.
Yeah, but I'm saying, at
Okay.
your size, you could have been an NFL lineman.
Well, now I could be at 6'6".
Well, I mean, you would have developed the bulk later on. I'm saying, I understand that, but you had the frame for that bulk.
Yeah. Determination.
Yeah.
When I had my full scholarship for basketball, I was 6'6", 240, and
Beast.
I was a beast, especially on the court too. I could dunk. I could dunk from anywhere in the paint. I could dunk.
I love to be there and see. I love watching good sports and good athletes.
Yeah. I used to be able to get my forearm above the rim.
Wow. Pretty strong, yeah.
So, and then I came down from a rebound, and dude was standing right underneath me.
Yeah.
He wasn't moving, and fractured my ankle.
You've told me the story. Every time you tell me the story, I've hurt an ankle in the 8th grade. We were full court pressing, and I come down on the ball. My foot rolled off the ball, and it just makes me cringe because I know that.
Oh yeah.
When things happen, you don't. Nobody have to tell you. This is it from today and a lot of days for playing this game.
It's like I love basketball.
I love basketball and I love football.
Matter of fact, in basketball,
I was a middle linebacker.
That's what I
was a middle linebacker on defense. I was a tight end. I did play offensive line on running plays.
Yeah.
On passing plays, I was tight end. I was 4th string quarterback. You know how I got the position of 4th string quarterback?
Throwing shot put.
I'm in my lineman gear, right?
Yeah.
The lineman gear. Okay. And it was at the beginning of the season, and I was like, Coach, I want to play quarterback. He's like, you're 12 years old playing with 15 and 16-year-olds. I said, yes. I said, but I can throw it. He's like, yeah, okay. And I had you know how hard it is to throw 40 yards, 45 yards?
At that age?
Yeah.
Plus with the pads and all the.
Yeah. So I step back and I launch it to him, right? And he's like, okay, let's put some quarterback pads on you during practice and see how accurate you can throw. So I wasn't 100% accurate because, I wasn't a quarterback. Like, I didn't run plays and stuff like that.
They wear different shoulder pads. They wear different shoulder pads too, as you get older. Maybe not in Little League football, but by the time you're in high school, they wear those. They're a little bit less bulky, so they can get their shoulder and, throw the ball easier. You probably had those big, bulky lineman shoulder pads.
Yes. Until I became a tight end.
There's a big difference.
Until I became a tight end. Once I became a tight end, I had the wide receiver pads. So, yeah. And what's crazy is the coach is like, when you go from position to position, you're going to have to switch pads. I said, no, I'm not. He's like, it's going to hurt. So I'm like, no, it's not. I love being hit.
Eddie, I'm on mute a second. I got to let my cat in. He's about to have a conniption. Get in the room.
Yeah. Yeah, I tried playing flag football. I couldn't do it.
Right. I saw three sides ask me a question. He said, if I may ask H. Davis, no, 3 sides. I'm in Indiana. I have that picture in honor of my play sister. She died June 25th.
Yeah. Easy, buddy. I don't think Eddie invited you.
Sorry to hear that, H. Davis.
It's okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Me too. Me too, Eddie.
Thank you. Thank you. I play defense.
I was too tall. I was too tall to play running back, but I could play middle linebacker,
Hmm.
and I was a beast.
Yeah.
I miss sports.
Yeah.
I love sports.
Yeah. It's as you get older, you realize it's one of those things you do in a certain season in your life, and you know, you get older, you play some things, but you don't play like the games you used to play.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, Eddie showed Herman Munster how to throw.
That's funny. Didn't you remember on the
just call me
show,
in.
Herman would
She's
throw?
like,
Oh,
just call me in.
the cat just knocked something off.
You don't have to leave, Ed. You don't have to leave.
I have a disgruntled cat.
Hmm.
Oh, here now. I have to turn my keyboard off sometimes, Eddie. He literally, while on stream, he'll get up around the keyboard, and he's kicked me off a couple of streams.
Wow.
Oh,
He's a good cat, but he just got a little attitude sometimes.
Oh, my Vermont Cheddar says, I can pasteurize you. Oh, my word. Yeah.
It's like, right, Mark? I do that too sometimes.
What's up, Ken Corso? How you doing? So, flag football. Yeah, I always forgot the flag part. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you haven't heard anything in addition to Regina since she stopped her live, Eddie?
Not yet, no.
I just got home from the grocery store and I saw it. And she said, "Hey, I got to stop it." She said, "Why?" And I was like, "Wow."
Matter of fact, it's a video on YouTube somewhere of me shooting a 3-pointer, deep 3-pointer.
And what's your thing, H. Davis? Are you a 1-2 man like guard, wingman, or are you underneath? What you do it
I'm
all?
a small forward. So I could play the guard. I could play the shooting guard though.
How good a shot? You got a good shot?
Yeah.
All shooting basketball is rotation.
Yeah.
That ball's got to rotate squarely to that circle, and it's got to be good, smooth rotation of the ball. When you release that ball, it's got just coming. Watch the rotation of both shooters.
Yeah, Wilby, I think I'm gonna see this video of me shooting a 3. I thought I was Caitlin Clark.
Yeah.
Chat is off the rocker. Oh my word!
Can I pet that? Can I pet that dog? Can I pet your dog?
Can I pet that dog?
Does your dog bite? No, my dog doesn't.
Y'all
bite.
silly in the
You said your
chat.
dog didn't bite. That's not my dog. Remember that in Monty Python? What was it?
Yeah, I remember.
You said, does your dog bite? No, my dog doesn't bite. Well, I thought you said your dog did not bite. That's not my dog.
Yeah, I was supposed to have pickleball tonight, but it rained a little bit, so I didn't.
Hey, Mark, I'll be 64 in October, so I know exactly how you feel. I know exactly how you feel.
Yeah, I'll be 40 next year.
You're a young cub, H. Davis. I don't even want to hear it. I don't need no complaints about your knees or you're tired or whatever.
Oh, I don't complain. Like
I know you don't, but get Eddie. Eddie's a young. Well, how old are you, Eddie? What? 40 what? He didn't say.
He doing something. He laughing at the chat.
Oh man, chat. going wild here.
I'm here. No, hell no. I'm here.
What's up, Ramon?
It's
Check
I
hilarious.
laughed so
though.
hard. I turned the other night when Three Sides was on panel. I swear I got there. I was watching Queen and I flipped to another window and she had just got on panel and her first sentence was nice. So I'm kind of listening. I'm looking down, doing something on my desk, and I'm not really looking at everything. And all of a sudden I thought, whoa, what the hell did she just say? So I went back into Queens and said, all hell's broke loose over the stream over there, you know. And sure enough, they went over there and I laughed till I about cried. That was funny. And Three Sides, I know you apologized a while ago for what you said, and I respect that. I think every single one of us in here has said something that not nice sometime along the way about certain people and certain other people too. So we all have to do better. But sometimes you just got to do what you got to do.
Right. Thank you.
I mean, you just
All right, chat. Stop with the BJ.
well, you just take so much, and you got to dish a little bit back. I'm sorry.
Yes, BJ's is a wholesale store.
All right, we're going to form a club. I was the dirt under her feet club. Eddie, you're in it. I'm in it. I don't know. There's several more in here in it.
I used to work at BJ's long time ago, third shift, when I was in college. Yeah. And the thing is, they got this new store coming into Florida called Beloved.
Oh, really?
Have you heard of that store, Will B? Beloved?
What's it called? It's called what now?
Beloved. Beloved.
I don't think I have.
It's like a Costco.
Okay, it's like a membership type thing, like Sam's, Costco, what have you. Cool. I like those stores. I know that we go over to Costco over here near the house, and a friend of mine does, and I like chicken wraps. Caesar chicken wraps. You get them, most convenience stores have them, but they are what they are there. But over at Costco, they have like a big thing that they make in the deli over there or whatever. And man, them things are bomb. So they're just, what are they, any different Costco or just pretty much just like them, but they got any twist? Beloved?
No. No, they have here in Florida, they have Costco, they have Sam's Club, and I think they have a BJ's wholesale. I don't remember. I don't know. I'm waiting. I want to go to oh my God.
Hobby Lobby. I've never been to a Hobby Lobby, and I've got into marker pens like magic markers, but there's a little more to it than that. And Hobby Lobby's got a lot of good marker pens.
Oh man!
3 pound roast
Chad
chicken.
has gone off the rails.
3 pound roast chicken. 3 pound chicken. That's a lot of chicken.
And I'm big, bro. Oh man!
$1.50 hot dogs and 3 pound roast. Hey, you gotta love them roasted chickens.
It's funny, Will B, you make me hungry and not just ate.
Hey, listen, I was listening to, I guess it was Granny watching thing this afternoon. I was busy in here and listened to it, and they got talking about food. Rowena and Flu and Granny, they just went on. I said, damn, I can't listen no longer. I got to go eat go to the grocery store so I can eat. And I ended up going to get my haircut and going to the grocery store, which I needed to go anyway. But I just kept hearing them talk about food, and it just got, you know how it is. What are you eating tonight, Eddie?
I already ate dinner.
What'd you have?
I had ribs, mashed potatoes, and green beans.
Man.
Wow.
Man, where'd you eat to get that?
Well, the ribs were already cooked, so I just had to preheat them in the
Okay,
oven.
that's not so bad. I was gonna say to do all three is a lot.
Yeah.
People don't cook like they used to. I mean,
Well,
some
I
people,
can if I had a grill. I'm not gonna cook. I'm not gonna pre-cook ribs in the oven. I'm not gonna cook ribs in the oven. They gotta be cooked on the grill.
That's like I don't even know how to make up something that sounds like it. It's just not. That's just not the way to do it.
Mm-hmm.
Hello.
What's up? How you doing?
So
Hello,
imagine
Hen.
in this chat, right? Just a normal chat, and they're talking about sports and everything. And suddenly a random person that has a gender neutral name asks you, as a female, do you like BJs or do you not like BJs?
Okay. All right. Let me explain.
Okay, that would be a little bit.
Hold up.
What channel is this?
So hold on.
Hello, DC.
Hold on. Let me. All right.
Be right back,
Somebody
y'all.
should put a trigger warning out about that comment.
It was about a creator.
I'm like, oh my God, that's a bit forward, isn't it? I don't even know who you
That
are.
or another. No wonder y'all have mental health issues.
That's why I'm reading chat and I was just laughing.
Always just forward. Is this what happens the first time I'm in here? They ask me about BJs.
Looks
The
like
Brits are always forward.
How do you answer that too? Because it means like, well, okay.
Well, my initial answer is that's a bit forward.
Yeah.
My second answer is I've not had any complaints, only compliments.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my word.
That is funny.
Yeah, we don't have a store called BJ's here, so I'm automatically thinking blowjobs, you know.
I made a comment in somebody's stream a while back. It's an alt, it's nothing nefarious, but and a moderator of that channel immediately said that this person didn't like being called that. And you know what my response is? I don't think Katie Proudfoot likes being called KK. And I got blocked.
No, don't be embarrassed, Freesides. It's fine. Right, if you ever come to my channel, BJ's probably gets talked about fairly often. I'm pretty sure everything else does. So I don't know. Have I spoken about possibly? I can't remember.
And what's your channel? What's your channel, Hen?
It's called Just
Call Me Hen.
Okay.
So
it's all humor. We're on the back. We're on the back end of the live stream, so we've already covered
the wind down section.
Yes, we're being ourselves.
Yeah, we're letting her put her guard down. We're just
yeah. I mean, it's a bit dead at the moment. To be fair, my channel, you know. But yeah, normally
I find the best channels on YouTube, and for me at least, I mean, it's personal. Are the smaller. When I say small, I mean just like we're here. There's not a group of people that people get to know one another, and as I've seen those channels get bigger and bigger, they lose something with each growth.
Yeah, I'm seeing that. You got Dicks and BJ's next to each other.
Exactly.
I mean,
they
tend to be included.
Come on, you got to be careful with words you put in chat. Okay, you got to be careful the words you use in chat.
What did he say?
I understand he's trying to be humor, but it was.
We're not winding down quite that far, maybe. Or Eddie would rather.
Yeah, we're not winding down that far.
Okay.
Yeah. We will.
What's up,
I think they come up to prove they're female.
Yeah.
I am a female.
I am famous now. I have been on the panel with 3 sides. I can tell everybody I was on the panel with 3 sides.
Look, y'all, I'm so sorry.
She didn't call me a name.
I didn't realize what I said. I was talking to Hen, and I was like, she was trying to leave, and I was trying to keep her in, right? I was like, no, stay with us. So they're talking about football, and that's boring as hell, right?
Yeah.
And so I was like, no, you got to stay and talk to me. So are you a fan of BJ's or not? And I did not mean it like that.
Yeah, radio silence. Radio silence.
I did not mean it. And I'm a female, and I was asking about fuck you, BJ, not that kind of BJ.
Yeah. Well, like I said, we don't have them stores in the UK, so automatically BJ's means one thing to me.
Hey, were y'all aware of the channel the other night called it wasn't the channel, but it's a group called the Kiwi Farms. They're like a troll group.
Yes, I know what Kiwi Farms is.
And I was not, and I watched the whole stream back over again, and it was hilarious.
It was funny.
What stream did you watch?
It was the one where the hillbilly Jenny or hillbilly Jenny or something. She's I guess a person. She got a small 6,000 subs. She must participate with the Kiwi Farm, and they were going over BJ.
Has Kiwi Farms got their own channel then?
I don't think.
Who cares? Don't talk about other channels. Don't talk about other channels when you're on Eddie's channel.
Okay.
I'm not bad. But anyway, they were.
Kiwi Farms is not a good place.
Let me step down because I'm too controlling and I don't mean to be, but I'm trying to help.
No, you're good.
You're a helper. You're supposed to keep us in line.
But yeah, Kiwi
I'm not nobody here. I'm not nobody here. I'm all embarrassed that I was trying to get him to stay nice.
Do not be embarrassed.
No, you're good. You're good.
Do not be embarrassed. You're good, Three Sides. You're good.
We're all laughing.
You stay right here. The longer you're on this here, the same panel as me, the more famous I'll be.
Look, I'm usually in the background. I don't like to be up here. I just came up because I wanted to explain that to him, and I wanted everybody to see I really am a female. I'm not, because everybody thinks automatically I'm a guy, but I'm not.
When people started talking about BJ's the store, I realized.
Now you realize the first church is going to be.
Look, I'm getting old, y'all. I haven't even talked about BJ's until BJ came along, and then I didn't even associate it. Like I didn't even associate until Hen said. She said, "What did you say, Hen?" It was funny as hell.
That's a bit forward.
Yeah, that's what she said. I was like, "Well, what did I say? What did I say wrong?" And I had to think about it for a minute.
I never heard of BJ's.
BJ, are you serious?
I'm dead serious.
You're fortunate. Well, you're very fortunate.
Like you're talking about the creator BJ.
Oh, no, I don't know who that is.
Yeah, I'm not getting into it because y'all don't even get me started on that.
Oh, is there a creator called BJ?
You know what? What?
Oh, that's you, Hen. That's you. I didn't even realize that was you talking. I can see my screen now. Hi, Hen. I'm glad.
Hi.
You know what? 3 times I've heard of that person.
Yeah.
Y'all, I trolled that bitch for 4 months for the 75-inch TV. I don't do this shit. And I threw my remote at that TV and I broke it and I went back to work because of that. I'm like, I'm too addicted. You know,
Jenner's like Costco,
for a minute. I had to go back to work.
Club in the USA is a wholesale store. No dirty talk.
I like dirty talk.
Yeah, it took me a while to put all this together. We were talking about Costco and Sam's, and I kept reading the chat, and I thought, whoa,
yeah,
I knew something was off, but I couldn't quite figure out what.
Well, that girl took me out of my environment, out of my realm. I never even knew about YouTube. Like I knew about YouTube, but I didn't know like that everybody talked like this. Like I didn't know there was all these groups and all that. And so I started to learn the bad ones real quick, and I started calling them out.
So my OG mods, my OG mods know what I went through.
So yeah, you had something to do with that. I don't even know that story.
I'll tell you the story later on. But my OG mods know what I went through, and they're still here today. Yeah, yeah. Yeah,
I did a deep dive right when it happened, and I put everything factual.
I think that you should do a deep dive one night.
Down to the minute.
Will B was there when it happened.
Really?
Yeah, he was there.
Yeah, they made up complete lies, and I went back and down to 3 comments within 2 minutes and 36 seconds, down to word for word what was said.
Yeah.
And what they said happened and what happened are so far apart. I mean, sometimes stories are kind of close or a little off. This story is like day story and night story.
They lie constantly. It's disgusting.
It was ridiculous. And not one person, after I put this in a lot of community posts, everywhere I could drop it, I put a long paragraph that I wrote out to put the time, the name, the words in the statements, the 3 posts.
I don't have time to do all that.
One person over there looked at it and checked it.
She said, tell me right now. And I'm like, all I know, like right off the top of my head is that you screwed over Nana and you treated her like crap. I said, but I had like 1,000 things. And I literally said it because I'm so innocent. Like, I'm not innocent, but like, I was like, can I come back up in 30 minutes and I will play your own words to you? right? Because like I know it all, but like I did not expect
It's hard
her
to do when you're not prepared to do that.
Right, but Eddie, you should really do a one show. I call it a show, y'all. I don't know how y'all call it, a stream, I guess. You should do one show and show your story with her because people need to know.
He did.
She's
He
really
did.
hurting people. Oh, you've already done one?
He did it, and again, I put the statements down and how long it took.
Please
2
give
minutes,
me the
30
link for that so I can
Not one
repost
person
it
read
everywhere.
and said, "Hey, I'm sorry that I took the word of somebody that didn't tell the truth and didn't look at what actually happened." And
I did it too.
And was wrong. Not one person over there did that. They were Eddie's friends.
I trusted.
At least that I know of.
I trusted Justin Clutch Them Pearls, or Crush Them Nuts, as I call them. Yeah. I trusted Lauren, Betty. Those were all the people I ran into when I first came onto YouTube and realized we could all work together, right?
Yeah.
I was working for the wrong team for a minute, but it didn't take me long. It took me maybe about.
I am just gonna say, every community on YouTube has toxic people.
You're correct.
Some communities have more toxic people than others,
but not like that.
Crime has some of the most toxic people out there.
So there's just no.
Hey, three sides. You would be surprised.
I'm still surprised every day.
No. What I'm saying is when she talks, when she says toxic, like there are some toxic creators out there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Some truly that would put true crime creators to a shame. Okay?
Right. So, right. But what about true crime creators? There's no safe space on YouTube, so we have to make a safe space on YouTube.
But they are true crime creators, but they have their own agenda and don't necessarily tell the truth. They have their opinion. They have their own opinion of what is happening without the facts.
It's so dangerous, Hen.
Yeah.
A lot of creators lose sight. They start thinking they're a junior detective agency girl, and they, instead of reporting how the case is moving along with the information that you gather from the media and from the law enforcement, they start injecting themselves. They're investigators. And that's where you get in a lot of areas you've got no business being in.
But Hen just said there's no good group on YouTube. Like you can't, like there's somebody bad in every group. Well, then I just need to stay off of YouTube and just stay with my crime forum.
No, because I mean, I don't belong to any of the groups. I purposely don't belong to any of them. I'll dabble. I'll poke my nose in now and again, but I don't get involved. And the reason I don't get involved is because I've seen so much crap on the internet. So much crap on the internet.
I don't want to be where people are lying to me all the time, though, when I'm trying to seriously work a case.
I watch LawTube. And I only really watch one channel on LawTube.
Yeah, see, and you come here, right? Because you know Eddie, and you know that he's not out here like trying to solve these cases and lying.
Yeah, I think Eddie found me through other true crime people, didn't you, Eddie?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
that's how we found you too.
Yes.
So I think Eddie found me through possibly Rosalie.
I found you through. I'm trying to remember. Yeah, Rosalind. Yeah. It started with I was in the true crime community.
Mm-hmm.
I connected with a few people in the true crime community.
Yeah.
And then I ventured out of my realm of true crime.
Yeah.
After I started my channel, and I went into other realms, like you know. Like your channel is, you know, I enjoy myself when I go over there.
Okay, so my channel came about because I was part of a community, like there's a Justice for Johnny Depp community.
Oh.
And do you know what? Most of them on there was a few toxic people on there, and a lot of toxic people. But most of them were all right. And I wanted somewhere we can go where we didn't talk about the case, where we just had conversations that had nothing to do with the case, because we were following the case literally day in, day out, and we needed somewhere that it was like a break from all that. But because a lot of the people that did follow the case were also victims of abuse of some sort, it needed to be somewhere safe for them that they could talk about that stuff if they wanted to. But that was not the aim of the channel. It was somewhere to have some fun and forget about all the stresses of the court case.
Yeah.
And that's why I started my channel. I mean, I actually started my channel by doing silly, like, meme type things about Amber Heard. Which was, that was because I was encouraged to do it. We've lost someone. Oh.
So, Mark Klein said, Ed, I would like your opinion on true crime. I think we would agree. Well, so, I kind of fell off, right? Because of the whole Sebastian Rogers case. Okay. Because the reason why I fell off is it's about the child, not the parents. Okay. Yeah. And when you're talking about the case, the victim should be your focal point.
Yeah.
Befriending the parents. Okay. And when certain creators decided, when certain creators decided to become friends with a parent, I wasn't a fan of it.
Yeah, and that's an issue I have. When the creators become too close to the case and they take a side, they make their decision before the evidence is in front of them because they're listening to one side of the story.
Then they start playing their narratives and they start staying with it. And then people like me that come on here and find them and really think they're being truthful. Like I was believing some of it. Like I was crying sometimes when my son kept coming in. I can't believe you're listening to them YouTubers, Mom. I'm like, what are you talking about? He's like, you cannot listen to them people, Mom. And I was like, but people wouldn't lie like that. Break. My son's name is Break. People wouldn't lie like that. Oh, yes, Mom. They make up pictures and everything. I'm like, no way. And they do. Oh my God, they do.
So there was one creator during the Johnny Depp trial who actually became part of the trial. Went by the name of That Umbrella Guy. Have you heard of him? That Umbrella Guy? No?
Yes.
Yes.
It seems like
I don't know who that is.
Where?
He was literally part of the case. He was mentioned in the Johnny Depp case.
Okay.
Okay. And he was in contact with one of Johnny's lawyers. And we figured that out when he started sharing emails that were addressed to this lawyer. We were like, you in contact? I can't divulge my whatever. But there were so many times that his titles were clickbait, his thumbnails were clickbait, and stuff that he was saying I knew wasn't true because I'd looked at the documents, I'd seen all the evidence, and he wasn't saying. And I'm like, no, I can't trust your word because you're exaggerating things and you're lying.
That's right.
And like I said, when creators become close to a party in a case,
they all want to have the inside juice.
Yes.
Super. I know the person that's related to the person that lives with the person, or just something, and they push that narrative either. It's something you say that's just a bunch of nonsense.
But that's not true crime.
But it makes them feel bigger than other YouTube creators.
And I've seen it. I've seen it happen with one particular creator.
I've seen it happen several times, over and over. And in every case, one creator will always push that narrative. I've got an interview with blah, 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 or I talked with so-and-so on the backside. And you kind of start thinking,
am I allowed to mention names, Eddie?
Yeah, and and it happens, but it happens every case.
I tried to avoid mentioning names.
Yeah.
The reason is because what we're giving those people oxygen.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
There's the one creator I've known for a long time. I'm actually in mod on his channel. I just never go there. I was given mod shit without even being asked if I wanted it, which was really annoying. And I don't use it. But he has befriended the father of a girl that was going through stuff. Turned out the father was a piece of crap.
Yeah.
He then had, and he had him on his channel, interviewing him all the time. He then did the same with what's that girl that went missing and they still haven't found her, and she was taken from the family's basement. Well, it was father Sophie Long was the first one. What's her name? I can't remember her name.
I'm trying to think. So
the one in America somewhere.
Obviously. I wish you hate when I do this.
I can't remember her name.
I'm trying to.
The chat will probably remember who she is.
Yeah, but
they still never found her. And the parents had their other children taken of them because they weren't good parents.
Summer Wells. Summer Wells.
That's it. Summer Wells. Yeah. So he's had Summer Wells' family on his channel on numerous occasions. He's gone to the Karen Reid trial and made friends with Karen Reid and has Turtle Boy on his channel all the time. And I'm like, you're too close. You're not keeping an open mind.
Yeah. Well, you don't look at the national news directors in wherever they, Dan Rather's the whatever. They don't hang out with the people they're reporting with. It's just not good.
Y'all see that one guy, that one creator got busted out. I was up there telling off, I won't say the name, but it's the one with the monkey.
Yeah.
And I was calling them out about all the lies that they told to Nancy Grace. And I was asking him to tell the audience, why did that get pulled? And I already knew why. But
and what about the thing they did with the software, pictures altering software? Come on.
And
that was a bunch of horseshit I've ever heard in my life.
They showed it.
But can't you see it? Can't you see it? It's so leaning over with something.
But my point is that people believe this. People believe
they can't
this.
just convince on the live stream.
And you know what it does, and what happens is it all like so.
So Eddie, it interferes with the investigation, is what it does.
Yes.
Well, not just that. It affects family members.
Yeah.
Yes.
Mentally.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it also it possibly hinders the ability for them to prosecute the right person when that time comes.
Yeah.
If they do catch the bad guy and they take them to court and they prosecute them, it can hinder all that.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's why when you're a creator, and depending on what subject you're covering, right?
Yeah.
Like when you watch sports, right? When you watch sports.
Yeah.
So
here we go again with the sports.
Yeah.
I'm gonna use two people as an example. The most two talked about basketball players on the planet right now. Michael Jordan and LeBron James, right?
Yeah.
So everybody says LeBron James is the GOAT. Everybody says Michael Jordan's the GOAT, right? So I always say stats speak for themselves.
Well, I also think it's a generational thing. So Michael Jordan was one generation, LeBron James is another generation.
You're right. Michael Jordan was more my generation.
Yeah.
Part of Eddie's too, but
yes. But they also asked, could Michael Jordan play in today's generation? And definitely he would dominate.
He would dominate
today's generation, and I'll explain why. Because fouls are called way too much, right? Way too much in basketball now. So he would be getting fouled constantly. The slightest touch, they're calling a foul. So he would dominate.
Yeah.
So,
I know people that know Michael Jordan well, and they describe he is the most competitive person. If you're playing with pinochle with marbles, it don't matter what you play with him. He hates to win to a degree that you cannot even believe. Just get mad as hell, lose a hand of cards or whatever. He is a competitive person beyond what you can imagine. And it drove him. He didn't like to lose, period. But LeBron is he's a GOAT too.
He's a gift.
He's in the discussion no matter what, whether you say he is or he isn't. But
he's gifted. He's gifted. All right.
He's also good to the community.
He's excellent. Okay. But what's crazy is the people who call LeBron James the GOAT are the ones wearing Jordan. They're not wearing LeBron James. Okay.
Wearing Jordan trainers.
So that's why I'm like,
that's why we'll all be wearing Eddie merch. We won't be wearing some other we'll be wearing the Eddie merch. Yeah.
Okay, so all right. So when you play sports, right? I played football and basketball, right? I became team captain on my football team. Okay. I wanted to win so bad that I wanted the best players on here.
Hi, sweet.
On my team. What's up, sweet Sleuthie? How you doing? I wanted the best players. If you could play your position, I didn't want you on the field. The whole point is to win. When you're playing competitive.
Sports is about being competitive. You're right.
Yes. So if you got to be mean, you got to be mean. You can't be friendly. You got to be blunt with your players. When you're team captain, you're basically the face of the team. Okay? And if you're losing every game, they look at you. I'm just saying, like, Michael Jordan wanted the best out of his players, and he got the best out of his players. That's the reason why they won 6 NBA championships in 7 years.
I am on three sides with this one. Being mean doesn't get the best out of your players.
Different players respond to different coaching techniques. Some players you can get mean with. Some you got to pat on the back. Some you got to. You see good coaches. There's not a one size fits all.
No.
Some guys they'll get in their face, and the way they motivate them is they call them out. And if that's being mean, they get called out. But the other guys, you got to, hey, come on, you doing okay? Pat them on the back a little bit. A good coach understands, and he learns how players respond to certain coaching, and they adapt to that, and that's how they coach. They don't have a one say this, you do it my way or the highway. There are some coaches that claim to be that, and players don't like them by and large. They may win from time to time, but the best coaches, they always take the talent they have, they understand them, and they treat them all, what makes them work.
But being respectful to your players, giving them a pat on the back when they do well is going to give you a better team that works together better.
Yeah.
Well,
you say being mean. They're not mean to them all the time. When you're in the heat of battle and you're competitors and we're in the trenches, men and women too. I mean, you say things to your fellow competitors that are working alongside of you. you might jump his ass if that's what you think he needs. But after the game, you're not. It's not the way you're being. It's just some people do respond to that on the court.
Even the military have realised that actually bullying your soldiers is not going to get you.
I don't mean bullying. I mean, I think we're talking about two different things. I'm talking about a little bit, but hey, I understand what you're saying. Yeah. Being mean and ugly and disrespectful is not going to get you anywhere.
No,
but I agree with that. But there are times like Eddie could jump my ass and say, "Hey, you need to pick it up a notch. You're not giving it your all." And we get back.
So, like, if I knew Will B's potential, right?
Right.
If Will B was slacking,
yeah,
and I jumped his ass, you not knowing that I know Will B's potential, and you seeing me jump his ass, you would think I was being mean to him.
Right. Yeah, but me in practice.
Do great. Hang on, but wouldn't the better way to go about it be, hey, you're not doing your best. What's going on?
It is with some players. With other players, it's not.
With some players,
there's normally a reason behind why a player isn't doing their best. And quite often it's because shit is going on in their life.
That's why when my coach jumped my ass, he said, whatever is going on in your life, take it out on the field, right? So what I would do is, the reason why I was so good at football is I would take the anger that I was bottled up inside me at home, in my home life, and I would release it when I hit a player at the offensive line, or when I caught the football and I'm running and the safety came at me and I trucked him over and I kept running. You know, I was putting it out in the play instead of letting it just bother me and eat me up.
That's why sports is so good for some people, kids.
Yes.
You know, it's not, they're not going to lost all that. It's just being an outlet.
And the thing is when you're getting paid millions of dollars to play a sport, you're getting paid to win.
You're
not getting paid. Yes. You're not getting paid just to be there as a person and play for fun. The reason why they pay millions for these athletes is to win championships.
That's right.
I'm not disagreeing with that, but I just don't think bullying and to me, shouting someone down and calling them stupid and useless. And that's what I've seen.
Well, that's the kind of thing you say to a guy. That's not, you're talking about the same behavior exactly.
We're not talking about the same behavior.
Eddie would never tell me that as a player and nor would him, but he would say, get off your ass, give it all you got, and quit this belly aching and complaining about all this crap you're doing and you know, whatever. He would never say things that would put me in a lower place. He just saying, get my big boy britches on, basically, and act like a man. Or act like, you know, put your big girl britches on. Let's get to it and do your job. It's different. I think you're comparing youth. We're just talking about different things. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
And I agree with you 100%. You know, you're not going to get anything out of anybody by bullying them and continually hounding them. But in the heat of a battle, when you're playing a sport, it's a whole different thing than what we're talking about. I can't imagine. Go ahead. You're good, Eddie.
I grew up watching Michael Jordan. I grew up watching Derrick Rose. I'm a Chicago fan through in and throughout. You know, I'm a Dallas Cowboys fan. I'm a New York Yankees fan. I'm a Florida Gators football fan. I quit watching sports.
I'm not doing anything for you. I'm done. I'm out. Goodbye. Nice knowing you, Eddie. I'm out.
See you later. I'm going to jump down too.
Hey, he and I enjoyed it. And you 236.
All right, take care.
I need to settle down for bed, to be fair.
All righty.
Yeah. Take care, everyone.
Right, good being with you. I think the sports, I think it was lost in the translation, what we were talking about. What they were saying was 100% correct, but I think we could identify with what we were talking about.
Three sides. You did not just say you're a cowgirl. Oh my word.
Dallas Cowgirl.
Yeah, well, my favorite football player of all time, and I wanted to be a running back, was Emmitt Smith.
Oh yeah, he was a great one. He was built for the duration.
I grew up in Gainesville, Florida.
Oh golly!
All right, I grew up in Gainesville, Florida, and my favorite football player was Emmitt Smith, and I met him twice.
Oh,
and he inspired.
How old were you when you met him?
I was 10.
Oh, I bet you, man, I can imagine the imprint that made in your head. And
yeah.
Because he was probably right in his peak.
He had just got drafted by the Dallas Cowboys.
Yep. Because he come right out of the gate busting butt.
Yep.
I mean, he's one of those rare breed. He had that kind of, I don't know, he had that physique and everything was so, center of gravity was low to the ground. People would hit him. You couldn't knock him off his feet.
See, I like Barry Sanders, but the Detroit Lions did him bad.
Yeah, and man, it was so sad. He stayed with them so long, and you just like you're left with wondering, what if he had played with some teams that could have competed,
or if they would have built a team around him?
Yeah, exactly. They never did that, and it's just
I feel like they did.
I feel like we were all cheated out of something. We saw great.
Yes. It also, look what they did with the Miami Dolphins with Dan Marino.
Oh yeah.
If they would have built a team around him.
Yeah, I feel like we're all cheated by not getting to see what if, and you can't say what if, but he had a great career. Don't get me wrong. Barry Sanders, his highlight. If you look at his highlight career, his career.
Oh yeah,
he was the beast.
But I really can't say it. Emmitt Smith has the record for the most rushing yards by any running back.
I'll say something about Emmitt, though, that with the line he had around him, I can think of a dozen backs that could have had a pretty good career as well. I mean, I'm not saying maybe as good as I don't know, but just about any running back had the lineman that Emmitt Smith had throughout his career. They're set up for success.
You know who else I met? I met Fred Taylor.
Yeah. I went out. I was a fan of
Fred Taylor.
Dan Marino. When I was living in Orlando playing the mini tours golf, this guy that ran the locker room at the course in South Florida brought Dan Marino and Don Strock and what was the other guy's name? AJ Dewey. They came up and we all went out one night to a club. And Dan Marino at that time, this was late in his career, it was off season. He was kind of pudgy. I swear to God, he was for what I thought he would look like. He wasn't fat. I don't mean that, but you think of this chisel. But he was funny. He was funny.
Did you ever see what Jake? Did you ever see? You ever watch bodybuilding?
Yeah, I've watched a little bit of it. Body by Jake or whatever.
Jay Cutler. Did you ever see what he would look like when he wasn't working out?
Oh, I can't remember, but
man, if you ran into him when he wasn't working out,
yeah,
you wouldn't know he was a bodybuilder.
Two different people. Look at Mark Klein said, "We don't like athletes. Look at Pac-Man." Yeah.
Adam Pac-Man Jones.
I tell you what, he played a long. He kept bouncing around late in his career after he'd been in trouble here and there. There were still teams that absolutely willing to sign him up because he could flat out play.
Yep.
I'll tell you another beast's athlete was Steve Smith for the Carolina Panthers, the receiver. During his career at Carolina, he got in about 3 fistfights during training camps and different times. You know how there's a lot of testosterone and stuff around the locker room and during preseason, what have you. And he literally about beat half to death all 3 of them.
Yep.
I'm not talking about beat him up. I'm talking about beat him so bad it was beyond whatever. He was just a.
Oh man, I'm getting tired.
So, I am too. I got to go, Eddie. I got to take a shower. I got some stuff to do around here. I enjoyed it.
Thank you for coming up, Will B.
Yeah.
Thank you for coming up. All right, three sides is back.
Yeah, I'm gonna get off here and jump off here and let y'all.
She dropped off panel. She dropped off panel because I said I was a Cowboys fan.
Oh.
She's like, I'm done. I'm out of here.
The Cowboys, everybody's got to have their own team. I'm a Carolina Panthers fan. Well, look at me. I hadn't been able to watch the games the last 5 years. But I feel like this year's going to be a little bit of change. We'll see.
Can I share my screen? Oh, you let me share. Oh, y'all, you let me share it. Okay, so I just want to share this with you real quick. This is one of my Facebook pages, all right? So let me tell you something.
Oh.
Right. So, I do a lot of work for you as far as graphics and stuff, right? So many moons ago, I was in school for marketing, and I had to do a video. And we had to do a video with pictures, because it ain't like now where you can like plug in something with AI and like make something just appear, right? Back in the day, you actually had to make this shit work, right?
Yeah, you had to splice. You had to film it and splice it in.
Right. So this video took me about a month to do, but anyhow, I picked the song, and so the rules of the video was you have to pick a theme, and the theme has to stick throughout the video. All the pictures have to match to the songs. You have to do the transitions right, and the words need to match the pictures that you're putting up. You have to keep everybody guessing, but once you let them know what it is, you have to keep that theme throughout. So this is my very first video I ever did, and they still use this video as an example. Even though it's way far advanced now, they still say this is how you think it through. Okay, so hold on. First of all, this is my Dallas Cowboys page. Is it gonna
I'm a fan of Notre Dame.
I don't even like you right now. Hold on, I gotta go back to
I like page. Notre Dame.
I'm not sure what y'all can see on my page. I think that y'all just see that. So how do I use it?
The eagle and the cowboy, the star of the Cowboys, and then the eagle.
I think I'm sharing the wrong page. I mean, that's the page I wanted to see.
Let me pull this down.
It's not moving when I share it. Like, it's not doing anything. So let me try again. So I have to say, present. Okay, let me try this. I want to share. Oh, it says stop screen. Okay, let me try again. Present. Yeah, I don't know how to do this. I'm not a YouTuber. I will never be a YouTuber. Share screen. Okay, and then I'm going to pick. Well, that's the one I wanted to do, but it's not letting me move on it. I'm sharing the same one again. See? Can you see it?
Well, you when you share it, you have to go back to the original page you're sharing it from.
On it. I
you scroll it from there.
So can y'all see it?
Yeah, we will.
Yep.
You will.
Can you see me scrolling?
Yep.
Not.
Okay. Yeah, this is good stuff, y'all. Hold on. So you can see this if I play it?
Yeah, there you go. You're scrolling.
Is the copyrighted music?
The Philadelphia Eagles.
It's on my page.
Just made the Dallas Cowboys there, bitch. It doesn't fucking matter if it's a.
I better not play that bad language.
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
I'm gonna go to the one I did. There's no bad language. It just has one middle finger. See this? I made all this.
Boy, you talking trash about the Cowboys.
Oh, you better hold on to your underwear, Bubba.
We're liable to get trolled. Eddie's liable to get trolled from Cowboy fans.
Hold on. Here we go. You see it? I don't know what y'all are seeing, but can you see that?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to the next one.
Elijah, can you turn on your camera?
No, I'm not putting my camera on. I made this one, Eddie, and this one went on NFL.com.
Hold on, three sides. Hold on.
All right.
Hold on.
I don't know where you are, and I don't know what I'm doing.
You may be doxing the name. I'm not sure. That's on you.
I'm not worried about my name up there.
I'm not. I doxed myself when I first got on YouTube, so nobody has to. You won't know me, I'll tell you.
I worked on web sleuths for years, and everybody knows who I am.
Okay.
I ain't scared of nobody.
I'm not
That's
either.
me, by the way. That's me, y'all.
Okay, were you able to see me? Hello?
Yeah.
Okay. No, the only reason I came up here is because Exile told me that you.
Oh, okay. I know. Are you Exile's wife?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Good. Sweet. Yes. I talked to him yesterday. He came up on panel. and I wanted to do a live stream with you.
Okay.
Where it was me and you. Did he tell you the subject? Did Exile One tell you the subject?
I think you might be losing us because your avatar's moving. Like we're not hearing.
Hello.
Yeah, we can see you, but we can't hear you.
Her mic's acting up.
It was messing up on a while ago. Hey, Eddie, I'm going to go ahead and jump off here and let you finish out. Maybe you can get her mic straightened out, but it's 360. Everybody, it's good to talk with you all, and I'll be listening from the chat, and I appreciate it.
Yeah.
All righty.
All right.
You got to see my video. I got to do it again.
What's up, Connie? How you doing?
That's not showing it right. Can you kill that? Stop screen. I gotta do it again. Present. Share screen. I'm learning, y'all. And I'm not trying to do this, but anyhow. It should be on this screen. It still keeps showing that same thing, though. Why is it showing that? Oh, there it goes. Now that's switched over to my Facebook. How do I see what y'all are seeing? That's what's confusing the hell out of me, y'all. Here? Nope, that's not you. Where are you? Where are you? Oh, you're on StreamYard. Okay, hold on. Let me see. Okay. So I have to present, right? All right. If that's up there right now. So what screen is it? How do I know what screen it is? Why isn't it moving with my screen? It's not doing anything.
I can't see nothing.
All right,
I can't see your computer, so.
I know I don't understand why it's showing you that, but it's not like I see what I see, but it's not showing it to you. Let me try it one more time. Present, share screen. Okay, and then I'm picking my Facebook screen, or am I picking the other screen? I want that one that says Eagles in Dallas. This one, but it's not. That's not what I'm looking at. Let me try this one. Oh, there we go. Maybe that'll work. Share. No. What do you see now? It's so confusing. Oh, let me go back to StreamYard. It's not showing nothing now. Oh, wait. Daggum. Okay, here we go. Present. Hit. What do I do? Remove. Stop screen. Oh, there you go. Okay, so you see, it's still not moving, though, on your screen. You're not seeing what I'm seeing. That's so weird. All right, stop screen. Let me try it one more time. I'm trying to practice. Present. It says stream to your audience. No, I'm not trying to stream to my audience. Present. Share screen. And it tells me what screen to pick. Right? So let me close all my other screens. Let me close all my other screens and see if I only have one screen open, it'll work maybe. Share tab audio. Okay, so I'm clicking this one. And it keeps coming up the same thing, but that's not the screen I have up. That's so weird.
You have tab, you have window, you have
oh, I see it. I'm the same entire screen. Woohoo, I found it. You're so right. Okay, it won't let me click it. I gotta click which window. Okay, I'm clicking this window, share. Okay, so now you can see did it come up, my whole screen? So you should see you on the left and football on the right. Oh, I didn't print. Why is it not working now?
All right, I'm pulling it up.
Oh, there you go.
Yep.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. That's my whole. You should see my whole screen because that's us right there, and this is my screen on the left or on the right. Yeah, see, it's moving now. That's me, by the way, everybody, with my Eagle shirt on. Okay, so this is the video. Remember, I was telling you it was like my first assignment. This is like 10 years ago, right? It was really a long time ago, but. Man, I rocked it. So you got to watch this. I love you, man. But like, I'm so sorry you're a cowboy. But I'm going to play you this video.
I guess we're going to do anything for love now.
Did it work? Did it big? Yeah. I'm trying to make it big. Here we go. I'm going to make it big. And I'm going to watch it. Uh-oh. This is for you. Remember the rules. I had to keep everybody guessing. I had the same thing throughout. And the 6% of the
run right into hell and back. Oh, I would do anything, my love.
Hey.
What? What happened?
That's copyrighted music.
So it's flagging you?
No, I just can't play copyrighted music.
But I play it all the time on mine. It never says nothing.
Yeah, but the thing is I'll lose.
Well,
when you play music, that's
okay. I'm gonna send it to you in Discord.
Okay.
We can watch it together in Discord.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm copying it. Y'all see that? Yeah, I don't want to get you in trouble, sweetie. You know that. All right, let me get out of here.
Yeah.
Can you still see my screen?
Nope, I took it down.
Okay, that's fine. I'll send it to you in Discord.
Okay.
I just X'd out.
And trust me, I'll watch it. I will watch it.
Oh, you're gonna watch it with me.
So, all right, I'm waiting, Exiled.
Oh, you're still waiting on somebody to come up?
Yeah.
I'll be quiet. I'm sorry. I'm gonna drop down, let you do your thing. I'm sorry.
My brother used to go to Miami University. So I wanted to go to University of Florida for football. Really good friend of mine went to University of Florida for football and got drafted to the NFL and played for the Chicago Bears and then retired with the Cincinnati Bengals. Hey.
Hello. Okay, so initially what I was talking about is that I have no problem doing a holistic live with you.
Yes. That is it. Holistic, yes. Because I don't know I don't know much about it. And I know it's important when it comes to mental health and it helps.
Yes.
So that's why I mentioned it, and Exalwood said my wife would be the perfect person to talk to about it.
Yeah.
And I said maybe we could do a live together talking about holistic, you know, and it's important how important it is for the human body.
We can definitely do that. Some other things that I do whenever I am going live is that I also share ways of doing self-therapy and releasing of self-trauma. Ironically, I was actually just telling my husband today I did a thing and I don't know. I'm really starting to think maybe I'm a masochist somewhere. I don't know. Okay, so one of the things that I had heard from a friend is, you know, sitting in your emotions. So I decided, okay, well, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna try that. I actually had 3 different emotions that I was going to sit in. And being that I've done a lot of healing, this is nothing new, or at least that's how I went into it. And maybe this is a bit of my ego as well, because I'm sitting there thinking, oh, well, you know what? I've already done it. This should be a breeze. So I sat in one of those emotions and felt like I was getting electrocuted. And just the level of intensity that was all over. Now, mind you, after sitting in this emotion and allowing yourself to literally be in it, to feel it, and then to allow it to dissipate naturally the way it's supposed to, versus feeling something we don't like, sitting there saying, nope, we're not going to deal with this. And then just trying to distract ourselves from said emotion because we don't like it. It's scary. We don't want to deal with it. We don't want to feel it.
Yep.
When I tell you I was, okay, so if I'm going to break it down and use my big girl words, one of them felt like I was literally being electrocuted. The other one felt like I was being stung with 1 billion tiny needles all over my body. I mean, I could literally feel everything, every spot that I was being stuck. Afterwards, I had tingling in my fingers that did not want to go away. I had to have a conversation with myself as to why it was taking longer to dissipate whenever everything else decided that it was ready to move because it had been acknowledged. It had been not really processed, but a way I can put this is acknowledging the trauma or the experience or the emotion and kind of grieving it and allowing it to move naturally instead of trying to force it away, because whenever you try to force it away, it gets stuck and it stays there. So doing that, because I thought I was some type of boss bitch, and the 3 different experiences that I had, that honestly I was happy that I was sitting because it would have knocked me on my ass. And the feeling of relief and clarity afterwards. The other emotion, I'm not going to say it made me feel like I was having a stroke, but I had to remind myself to breathe a lot because of the level of intensity that was just stuck, and that almost like subconsciously I didn't want to release, even, whenever you're tensing up. So that was the thing I did today. And I was like, you know what? I am open to talking to people about this and walking them through it if they want to take it on. But hold on a second.
So there's a frequent flyer that comes to the channel, Exiled One, and that's his wife. So there's a subject that I'm not well versed on, and I want to cover it.
No, I completely understand. Sorry. Well, no, I completely understand that it's something new and that, it's something that a lot of people don't have a lot of experience with. And I mean, hell, after my experience, I understand why a lot of people don't have experience with it, right? But like I said, I'm assuming I'm a bit of a masochist, and I'm probably going to have to sit there and figure out what trauma that shit comes from so I can sit there and work on that too. But it wasn't so much the experience. I mean, I respect and acknowledge and appreciate the experience, but it was more so of the experience after the fact. So that right there, the reason I brought that up was because that right there is a way that in under 5 minutes you can release a lot. But that shit right there is not for the weak at all. I mean, that's something that I am open to helping people and walking people through. On my general social media app, occasionally I will do lives where I actually help people walk through reparenting and in some forms, kind of taking the edge off of, especially whenever they're feeling overwhelmed, by just asking your body certain things or asking your subconscious certain things, and knowing that whenever you ask it, it will answer you. Sometimes it's in words, sometimes it's in feelings, sometimes it's in emotions. But if you ask, you will get an answer. And if you know how to have a conversation, by conversation, I do mean not judging, not inflicting self-harm or, self-accusations or self-shame and ridicule, etc. But if you can truly have a conversation especially one that has some compassion with it, you can not only get the answers that you're really seeking, but also get the ways that are really, really quick ways. I mean, like this specific way, as far as sitting in an emotion, is the longest way I found to allow your body to process an emotion. But when I say longest way, I literally mean it's anywhere between 2 minutes to 5 minutes. Everything else you can do in under 10 seconds. And I'm not going to say it's just as effective, because if it were, I wouldn't have had the experience that I had today. But then go, babe. Go now. Then go, babe. Motherfucker, don't see. That's why I don't want to go. Yes, these motherfuckers can't drive. We already understand. You know what? I'm trying to figure out what trauma goes to people that can't drive. I said what I said. Anywho,
Well, you are in the city.
exactly. But even with that, right? It's just a lot of the other ones. Also, if you need something that is quick and effective, there are other ways that can take less than 10 seconds to go ahead and kind of clear some of that off of you. The longest way I found is 2 to 5 minutes. But this is also for those who are not wanting to just avoid it. So, I mean, that's also something that I talk about. I'm sorry, I do realize I was rambling. That's also something that I talk about whenever it comes to, trauma healing, or whenever we're talking about mental health of any and all kinds, because a lot of mental health is due to a lack of trauma healing or real acknowledgement.
Yep.
So, and I think my husband was also sitting there and telling me how you are very pro men's mental health. I'm actually also pro men's mental health. So, I mean, I have other ways for men to be able to work through a lot of those things as well. And the best thing about this, the ways that I have, is that unless you want to, you don't have to share it with anybody. It can be very discreet, so that way you can avoid, the possible shame, ridicule, or judgment that may come from others who aren't honest with themselves or bold enough to be able to do something that they've either wanted to do or that they need to do. So, I mean, I can also do another live on that as well, but we're about to walk in the store, so I'm going to stop rambling here.
All right. So, what I'll do, Exile knows how to get a hold of me on Discord. You know what I'm saying? If he wants to start a group chat, if you're on Discord with the three of us, you know what I'm saying? Where we can schedule the live.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? The day that you're free. I have my schedules Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 6 p.m. Eastern time. So, I could also send you an invite link to my Discord, because there's other people that would like to talk with you that are in chat that just heard what you had to say and would love to reach out to you as well.
Okay, that's not a problem. I will say it also depends on how long the lives are, because I do have other, I'm not going to say obligations, but I do have other welcomed responsibilities with some other, and some other lives and things of this nature.
It's not anytime soon. You know what I'm saying? It's like within the next weeks. You know what I'm saying? I don't have like how I schedule my lives. I'm not like a lot of creators who already have everything lined up. When I wake up, I think about what I want to talk about.
Right.
And what comes to mind is what I do. So
a lot of times on the app that I frequently use, pretty much we sit there and kind of schedule the live the night before or 2 nights before. So we kind of schedule what the next live is going to be about. So And the other ones that are frequent is very much it's ran by a Buddhist, and everybody in it is we have a unique outlook on a lot of things. So yeah, Lorenzo's a Buddhist. But yeah, I am 100% open to, helping anybody in the chat if they're interested, or, whenever you want to have the live, I should be available.
All right. So thank you for coming up.
Not a problem.
Yes. And everybody loves your energy.
Oh, well, thank you.
Yes. So I was surprised. I'm like, who's this coming up? Right.
Mm-hmm.
And then I put 2 and 2 together. Your Exiled One's wife. I'm like, yeah.
Well, we also have to remember, out of our balance, I am what they consider the nice one. Even though my name means balance. So a lot of times Exile, there's a reason his name is Exiled, right?
Yeah.
So.
But he's always welcome in my community. He knows that. So, but all right. Thank you for coming up. And
not a problem.
I'm pretty sure Exiled heard what I said about him setting up a chat with the three of us so we could figure out a live. So, with that being said,
thank you for having me. I'm about to drop down. Okay.
All right. Thank you for coming up.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Well, the thing is out, my friends. You guys have a wonderful evening, morning, day, wherever you're from. Take care.